What is going on YouTube land? For it is I, June Heat, back with another video. It's been a rough week. A real rough week. Anybody who knows me knows that wrestling is my escape. That's how I escape life, how I escape, get away. Just me and the screen and the stories, the wrestling. It's been a rough week, a really rough week. On the personal front, for me, been going through a lot. So I was excited about the Royal Rumble. I said, maybe I have a glimmer of hope this week. I said, the Royal Rumble's coming. Me and the TV. Unwind. Boy, was I wrong. First of all, before I forget, I love, and appreciate everybody who's been liking the videos, commenting on the videos, subscribing to the channel, and becoming a part of the Heat family. Now that that's out the way, for all my WWE Universe fans, this is going to be a rant. You have no idea of the vitriol and rage that I have inside of me for what I just watched as one of my favorite PLE pay-per-views, whatever you want to call it, the Royal Rumble. I am furious with how this Royal Rumble went. So this is going to be a rant. First of all, to me, I mean, y'all can have y'all opinions. This has got to been one of the worst Royal Rumbles to ever air. And that's saying a lot. Out of 39 Royal Rumbles. And there's been some bad Rumbles. There's been some excellent Rumbles. But for the most part, this one, in recent memory, I can't name a worse one. This is worse than the pandemic Rumble. This was garbage, top to bottom. I struggle right now to find a bright spot. It's a few of the night. It's a few, but okay, let's just start from the top. Reasons of my reasoning of why this was quite possibly one of, if not one of the worst Royal Rumble PLEs of all time. Let's start from the top. The top being, it's in Riyadh. Now, no disrespect to the Riyadh fans in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. By all means, bring WWE to them. They're good fans. I can tell they into it. They needed this. But at the same time, like, the PLEs in Saudi is a no. The major PLEs, like WrestleMania, which next year, I probably won't even watch WrestleMania next year because of this. And it's like I said, there's nothing wrong with the fans. It's not their fault. But this is a major PLE. The first one of the year. And you have it in Saudi. I already kind of had a problem with that because I know the culture over there. But the fact that I had on my TV screen 30 women fully clothed, fully all dressed clothed in a ring at the same time, it was a lot to take in because I'm used to the wrestlers, the female wrestlers, having their own kind of, their own styles, their own, that's what makes wrestling good. Wrestling is divided in parts. Like sometimes, well, a lot of the time, what you have on matters. So the fact that they had to be fully clothed bothered me. And not saying that as a chauvinist, pervert way, but those outfits was, it was cringy to watch 30 women in the ring at the same time, all with long sleeves and pants. Like even on a regular Rumble, like I don't mind if they had to be covered up, you know what I'm saying? But like that's not normal. It looked like some of the outfits was cringy. And on top of the fact we got no kind of real surprise. I mean, the Brie Bella thing, okay, whatever. Like, but we got no Bianca Belair, no Paige. It was just dry. It was dry. The action was decent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't clunky like another match that I'm going to talk about later. It wasn't clunky. It was, it was decent. They did what they did. Liv Morgan was the winner. She deserved to win. She's been runner-up 3 times, 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row she was runner-up. And both those times she was like an iron woman in it. So she deserved this win. Right, good choice. But the match I couldn't let go of the fact that I was seeing 30 women all with long sleeves and pants. Like that's just not normal for us to see. So and that's not to say, like I said, the action was decent. It was pretty good. It wasn't clunky. It was, it flowed decently. But Riyadh for the Royal Rumble, WWE, Paul Levesque, Nick Khan, don't you ever do that again. Like Payback, Backlash, Night of Champions, by all means, Riyadh yourself to death. Matter of fact, if you want to, take all the PLEs outside of the big four to Riyadh. If you want to make that much money from Riyadh, just do that. But WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, no. Like we need to see what we are used to seeing, especially as far as the women. Like they looked uncomfortable. Charlotte, when she first came, she was the first one out there. I said, I looked at her face. I said, she looks uncomfortable wearing that. Like, she looked like, ugh. She tried her best to, they all tried their best to, kind of make it different. But it all came back to the fact that they all were wearing the same damn near exact things. Like, you cannot have an event that showcases the creativity of the wrestlers and how they wear their gears. You cannot compromise that by going to Riyadh where they have to be covered up. So that was my first big gripe of the show, was the fact that it was in Riyadh. And we had to withstand that, knowing that, like I said, the crowd was great. It was pretty good. But it's just like you can't get into it when you're not seeing something that you're used to seeing. The whole feel of the show felt it felt like a mediocre pay-per-view from the jump. So that's the first thing. I've uh, secondly, excuse me, I've never been that big on Gunther. So I'm going to do that, say that to say this. Gunther is not what everybody says he is. True enough, he's old school. He's great in the ring. He deserves the name Ring General. But the way they are pushing him, I do not agree with, because they trying to push him as this man's man wrestler, the old man, classic man wrestler, which is cool. The whole gimmick's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't click with me. Like he's too bland. Like I'm used to wrestlers having a definitive finish. Like they say he has like 4 or 5 finishes. That's not good to me. That's not cause he's just not as imposing as they're trying to make him out to be. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like he's borderline flabby bodied. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course muscles don't mean everything, but at the same time, when he comes to my screen, he doesn't scream to me from the screen that he's just the prototype wrestler. But they trying to make him out to be. He done retired Goldberg and retired John Cena, and now he's done retired AJ Styles. I don't know if AJ signed off on this, but to me, they owed it to AJ to let him pick his way to go out on his last match. I did not like this at all for AJ. Like, he should not have went out like this. Like, I don't understand why. Who pulled that trigger? But no, this was wrong. This was not it at all. Like, this was not. Now, if it was AJ's decision, and he just signed off and he said, okay, Gunther can retire me, like, cause I don't feel like Gunther needed that rub. He didn't need that rub. Like, he really didn't need that rub. And plus, it just, I don't know, man. The whole thing, like I said, the whole feel of the pay-per-view, PLE, I'm sorry, felt weird. So it was that. Next thing I had to do that I had wrong with this pay-per-view was, I think right now, all my WWE fans, I think that the ship has sailed on Sami Zayn. Like, had he won tonight, it would have been the greatest thing since. It would have been awesome for him to win right here. There's no disrespect to Drew McIntyre, because he's a hell of a champion. He got compelling stories. He can make things compelling. But at the same time, this is WrestleMania season. Like, you have to go with the storyline that has the most meat on the bone. Like, if Sammy had won, you could have set up him versus Roman. There's so many ways you could, like, come on, man. What are we doing? Like, this was the perfect time to put the belt on him. You could have gave it to Drew, back to Drew at SummerSlam or something. Like, okay, like, what? Drew had no business winning this match, because it did nothing for Drew. It did nothing for him. It was like you basically wasted our time with this. Like, stop making Sammy lose. Like that's what I'm saying. Is I think it's over with. Cause me personally, like, if you do give it to him, I'm not gonna care now. I'm honestly not gonna care. If you give the belt to Sammy now, it's gonna feel like a charity. At this point, it's a charity thing now. Like, if you give it to him, it's gonna be. And I guarantee I'm not the only one that feels like this. Like, because we done seen him lose too much at the big time. Like, stop dangling the carrot. Like, that story is done. He cannot. Even if he ever overcomes, it's not gonna mean anything now. Cause to me, I don't care if he overcomes now. Like, it's like, okay, that's Sammy. I keep making him lose the big one. Like, he cannot lose every big one. Like, Drew didn't need this win. Sammy needed this win to breathe, to keep breathing like oxygen in WWE. That's how bad he needed this win. I'm surprised Triple H. I'm surprised he let this decision go through. Because there is no storyline for Drew in the main event at WrestleMania. Let's be clear. Let's be honest with ourselves. There's no storyline. Drew is fucking awesome. Excuse my language. He's awesome. But he didn't need this. He didn't need the belt from Cody. Like, that's why I keep saying they need an extra belt. They need a Legends belt for all these old guys to have and go after. Like, they need an extra layer now, because if Sammy ever gets that belt, no one's going to care. No one at all is going to care. I promise you. Like, because we done been disappointed too many times. There's a such thing. And Vince McMahon was guilty of this, of trying to, like, he waited too long to pull the trigger on a lot of people. A lot of people. And it suffice to say, it's altered the future of where we at now. Triple H spent a long time cleaning up a lot of those mess. But this, like, you've crossed into the it's a week, month, 4 months too late. Like, you've demolished any kind of triumph that Sammy could have now, in my eyes. Like, somebody else might be still believing in him, but I don't care about Sammy now. And I used to faithfully care about him. That's the point. I'm a Sammy fan. Even before the Bloodline, when he was doing the theorist thing, I've always been a Sammy fan. But now I don't care. I don't care if he wins now. It's not going to mean anything to me. It's going to feel like a sympathy give. Like, this was the perfect time. If you wanted Sammy to, quote unquote, have a prime, a real prime, to where he's solidified as a main event player, this was the time. You missed it. So that was that match. That was clearly 3 matches I disapprove of for different reasons. Now for the clunkiest of the clunk shows. This Royal Rumble, men's Royal Rumble match. This Royal Rumble match was garbage. And not because of the winner. I knew Roman was going to win. We could have got to it a whole lot better than you did. First of all due respect to the Luchadors and Lucha Libre and AAA, why was it 12 Luchadors in this match? Let's start there. Well, no, let's not start there. Let's start at the fact that you gave away who number two was, which is a big part of the Royal Rumble to me, is seeing who the first two in there is, because they can set a precedent and tell a story of the overall match, depending upon who it is. Case in point, the year they had Jimmy and Jay. That's the visual of them two in the ring staring at each other was chef's kiss. The Penta last year with Penta and Rey Mysterio. Chef's kiss. Like, the first two have to be a secret. Who signed off on this stuff? Like, I think y'all got, what I think is that they got the big head with this WWE Unreal, this Netflix thing, and they just starting to go crazy, because that was one of the dumbest decisions you've ever made. You gave away who number two was before the match. So that started it off all the way wrong. The fact that you had Oba come out there first, you started strong. I had hope for it. But then I thought about it. I say, okay, but I already know Braun's coming in. So that cancels out that stare down that we could have had. That completely canceled that out. Then you have this mask, which I'm so tired of seeing dudes in hoodies and masks in WWE. Like, that's enough. That should be the last one. This is the last time we should see hooded people. Like, stop. Like, you've overused it. Stop. And now there's all this speculation that, like, that's gonna kind of bring more mystique to the Royal. No, it didn't. It didn't at all. So there was that. Then the masked man throws him in the ring, and Braun Breaker's immediately eliminated. You proceed to bring in Solo Sikoa next, which I think, in my personal opinion, they should use this time to build Solo back in the right direction. Like this, because this was a golden chance. He should have been in there until around to the end parts with his family. Like, it's time to bring this bloodline story back. That's the same thing Roman was talking about on Pat McAfee. It's been past time to y'all, like he said, he gave y'all a chance and y'all have been blowing it. The stories here and there have been good, but as far as a long-term cohesive story, which they're trying to do with Division, but you're going way too slow now. Like, the bloodline didn't take this long. You keep giving them a momentum, and then you're taking it away from them. You give them momentum, then you take it away from them. You make them look strong, then they look weak again. And right now, the vision looks like SHIT. I don't believe in the vision at all anymore, strictly because of this move. Like, if you're gonna pull the trigger on, like, Seth stealing the vision back away from Braun Breaker, whatever you got planned for this, I'm not interested anymore. So then you proceed to start letting Oba get 5. I think he got 5 eliminations, which is great. But you missed the golden chance for him to eliminate Brock Lesnar. And that's the crazy thing, because I don't even remember who eliminated Brock Lesnar. I don't. I don't, because it should have been over. Like, that was the obvious reason for Brock to should be able to even be in the Rumble. Like, bro, I don't remember. I'm serious. I don't remember who eliminated Brock Lesnar, and that shouldn't be the person who eliminates Brock. Come on, man. Then they proceed to so outside of the luchadors, like this was a luchador. You wasted a spot on Mr. Iguana, skinny La Parka. That's not the real La Parka, man. Come on, man. It's not the chairman. He ain't got half the juice or swag that La Parka has. So he shouldn't have been in there. You totally squandered the chance to have a freaking reveal of Chad Gable coming back. You wasted his return. You wasted Chad Gable's return. At this point, and I've been one of those who've been totally against this whole WWE to AEW migrate. But at this point, I think Chad should go to AEW. Like, come on, man. You put him back in the mask. And you have him come out there and do this. Like, somebody was going to care that they was face-to-face for the... Like, we wanted Chad back. We don't care about the Americanos. Like, nobody cares about their storyline. Am I wrong for saying that? Somebody please tell me. Please, in the comments, please let me know that I'm not alone on this Americano storyline. It's dead. It kind of died when Chad got hurt. But you tried to replace them with these three Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Ludwig Kaiser. And they've been carrying it the best they can do. But to have Chad come back looking awesome, but you put him back in the mask. Come on, man. And let's get to Royce. Let's get to Royce Keys. Came out. First of all, you put Powerhouse Hobbs on the screen, so everybody knew who it was when he was coming out. And true enough, a lot of people, I was excited. Okay, you got Hobbs, Royce Keys, they call him now. Okay, cool. What happened? He had a decent showing, but had some moments, but it was so clunky. The match was so clunky with people just standing around, laying around. Everybody was laying down. There was one point, I think Randy Orton came in there. I think that was when Randy came in, and everybody was laying down. I'm like, somebody got to get up and get hit. Like, what are y'all doing? And this get to Jey Uso. Like, what was you doing? Like, they are turning you into the clown of clowns. And I was so glad when Roman punched him in the mouth. like, because I love Jey. And it's like, bro, like, come on, this is a real Royal Rumble match. You talking about you want to win back to back. You cannot come in and do the spin thing in the Royal Rumble. Like, come on, man. Like, and they playing that out now. Like, you look like a total clown. I'm sitting here like, get down to the ring. Why are you coming through the crowd? Yeeting. You spend your whole time, you spent the whole entrant time yeeting, slapping hands, taking your sweet, precious time to get to the ring. As soon as you get in there, which I'm hoping that they didn't design it this way. But it seems like they did. As soon as he got in the ring, stepped in the ring, Roman music hit. And I'm like, so you spend the whole entry time, you get no face to face, no nothing. It was just, okay, Roman's coming in. Roman come in, punch you in the mouth, try to slap some sense into you, I guess. Later on in the match, you come in and then Jacob comes in. They squander his, his entrance. It was just, come on, man. This was the worst booked Royal Rumble match of all times. And not, like I said, I was fine with the winner because I knew, like, who else could win? Like, if you're not gonna pull the trigger on Braun Breaker, please, for the life of me, send him back down to the mid card. Stop playing with us like he a main event guy when you just gonna keep doing this to him. Like, you made him lose to CM Punk. Why? He should have won then, and then he wouldn't even have to been in this match. But no, you make him lose to CM Punk because you're trying to save Punk's championship to WrestleMania. And that's cool. That's cool if that's what you want to do. But he should have won. Like, he should have won the Royal Rumble match. He should have been the Iron Man in the Royal Rumble match and won for number 2 in the right spot. This screams so. This was the most sloppy booked. This was just garbage, man. And I don't know if y'all designed it like that, but please reconsider not bringing this to Riyadh. Bring Riyadh to WrestleMania, please. I can't say. I'm at a loss for words of how bad that match was. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I'm tripping or not, because that wasn't it. That was the worst Royal Rumble that I've sat through. I really can't say no more. As always, man, appreciate y'all, and please do your boy solid. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. Give me a thumbs up, like. Run up this hype. And man, I'm at a loss for words, y'all. Y'all be blessed.